Hey, welcome to the Remotely Review. I'm your host remotely. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's talk about Kanye West. Kanye West, he's still in the news, and he's raising some eyebrows. He's got some people upset. The typical Kanye, right? And so this time around, Kanye West is talking about the Kardashian family. You know, that never happens. Kanye never speaks on the family, at least not in a negative way. You know what I mean? But Kanye is saying that Kris does not communicate with him. This is what I gather from what he said. He called Kris Jenner Kris Jong-un. And I basically compare that to her tendencies to control things, to dictate situations. That thing being Kim Kardashian. You know, Kris Jenner, she's credited for making Kim who she is off of that tape, that sex tape she did with Ray J. Kris Jenner has always been Kim Kardashian's manager, and so it can be assumed that, well, Kris is the person who worked out that deal with Vivid to sell that sex tape and blow Kim up, okay? I know that's her mom. You might laugh, you might gasp, you might clutch your pearls. You know what I mean? But Kris Jenner is responsible. She is Kim Kardashian's manager. This is the reason why we have Kim Kardashian today, because they worked out some sort of deal with Vivid and they blew that sex tape up, and we have a Kim Kardashian. I respect Kim. Bravo to you, Kim, for doing what you did for the industry, for the community, like for your people and all of that stuff. You know, like, she's a household name right now. But it all started from a sex tape that was sold to Vivid, and the deal was worked out through her mother, Kris Jenner. Kris Jong-un, according to Kanye West, okay? But you didn't get that from me, okay? Kanye said that himself. Kanye went off on a rant in his tweets. Yeah, on Twitter, Kanye went off on a rant. And, like, this is typical of Kanye. Like, he does this ever so often. You know, every blue moon, Kanye West goes on a rant, a Twitter rant, okay? And whether the stuff is true or not, I do not know. But these are his claims. These are his accusations. These are his statements, okay? And so he calls Kris Jenner Kris Jong-un. He says that he tried to divorce Kim Kardashian twice. Was it twice? Yeah, I think twice. He tried to divorce Kim Kardashian. I guess it didn't work out. Maybe somebody tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey brother, you don't want to mess that up. She's got you at least for the next 18 years. She's got 4 of your children. You know? So, you know, Kim, she's paid as long as Kanye is paid. And so, you know, I don't know if Kanye wants to mess that up right now, because he'll be locked into child support payments and all of that stuff. And the child support payments will be excessive. I'm talking about over the top. I'm talking about exuberant. You know what I mean? Astronomical numbers in child support. And so, Kanye, buddy, I suggest you play it safe. All right. Now, I'm not one to quickly jump on Kanye's side for this one, and I'll tell you why. Kim Kardashian released a statement, and she says that Kanye West is suffering from his bipolar disorder. Now, I don't know if Kanye really confirmed that he has bipolar disorder, but it's been assumed for quite some time, and he's yet to come out and deny it. Okay, now if you guys can recall that album he released called Yay, he actually, like, on the cover of the album, it says, being bipolar is awesome. Like, that's what it says. And so if you're going to put out an album that carries your name, and you're going to title it or put some sort of literature on it that states bipolar is awesome, it's almost like you're claiming it. You know, like you're claiming the disorder. And so to me, it's almost like he's admitted to being bipolar. He talks about taking certain medications. In one of his songs, he talks about taking Lexapro. Now, everyone knows that Lexapro is not for bipolar disorder. Lexapro is actually an antidepressant, and it can also treat anxiety, but it's not used to treat bipolar disorder, okay? Nonetheless, he has admitted to taking some sort of medication to help stabilize his mood, okay? And so, I take that as Kanye admitting that he does have a mental health issue, and that's fine as long as he's being treated or medicated in some shape, form, or fashion, right? But when you go off on certain rants like this, when you announce that you're running for presidency, okay, and then the following week, I hear that you're dropping out. Yeah, I thought that a week ago, they said that Kanye West had withdrew himself from the presidential race. This is what I heard. right? And then all of a sudden, like a couple of days ago, well, Kanye West is holding some sort of rally in North Carolina to get on the ballot. Like, so are you in or out? Like, what's going on? Like, and so I'm rooting for Kanye West. I want Kanye West to be all he can be and more. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I want to know what's going on. Like, I want to know, like, are you in or are you out? You know, this isn't about the Kardashian family. Kim is over here doing jail reform, prison reform, and stuff like that. So your wife is making good strides in the community. She's doing something great for society, right? Well, Kanye, why don't you get right behind that and support that and do the same thing? You know, like, do something good for the community. Like, get out here and kiss some babies and shake some hands. You know what I mean? Like, let the people know that you're down for them. And so we're left with this whole rant about the Kardashian family. Now, he says that Kris is too busy scheduling porn shoots or Playboy shoots for her daughters. She's too busy to come out there and Cody and visit him. I mean, I don't know. Is it necessary for Kris to come out there and meet you? Yeah, she's your mother-in-law, but is it necessary for Kris to take time out of her day to fly out to Cody, Wyoming in the middle of nowhere, okay, to come and see Kanye West? We love you, but like, that's a stretch, Kanye. If you guys are not familiar with Cody, Wyoming, it's in that Yellowstone Park area. You know, Yellowstone, one of our national parks. They call it the Buffalo Bills Center of the West. All right, it's in North Wyoming, like the northern part of Wyoming. You can find Cody, and so I guess that's where Kanye West has his 400 and something acres of land. And you know, so congratulations, bravo to you, Kanye West, for coming out here and buying some property, because it is very important, you know. And so I admire Kanye for that. I commend Kanye for that. But I'm not gonna take time out of my day and come out to Cody just to see you. If anything, let's get on the phone, you know, like, let's send some emails or some text messages. If Kris is Kim Jong-un, she's busy, you know. She's busy, that's all. She's just busy. Nothing personal. You know, everybody's mad at Kanye West because he said something about Harriet Tubman. And look, I'm not going to touch on this one too heavy because I stand where I stand on the issue. If you know your history, you'll understand what Kanye West is saying. Okay? Nobody's trying to take credit from Harriet Tubman. Nobody's trying to say she didn't do anything or that she didn't play a part. But, I mean, what he said is valid. I'm just saying, y'all, like, people always say, well, know your history, know your history. If you know your history, you'll understand what he's saying and give him credit for saying it. He didn't tell a lie. Like, he didn't tell any lies. He just kind of gave it to you raw. He gave it to you raw. And Kanye said that they sent out 2 doctors to try to have him 5150'd. Look, that's real. If you've never heard of it before, 5150 means basically like crazy. Okay, they get you admitted to the crazy house, like the psych ward and stuff, and then you have no say so, you have no control over it, okay? So you guys need to watch who you list as your emergency contact on your documents. If you're going to work, filling out papers for insurance, if you go to the doctor's office, be careful about who you put down as your emergency contact, okay? Like, if it's a friend, you better make sure that is the best friend that anyone could ever ask for, okay? A friend that will have your back through thick and thin, no matter what. If it's a family member, watch out. Because sometimes your family is not your family, okay? Make sure that's your family member that will have your back through thick and thin, in and out, okay? Because what these people do is they will look at your emergency contact that you listed on your documents, okay? And if that person is trying to get you committed to some sort of psych ward or mental health institute, all that person has to do is call the authorities and say, hey, listen, this guy's off the handle. He has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I don't know what's going on with him right now. We're scared. We don't know what to do. We tried all we could try. Can you please take him away? And they will take you away. Because at this point it's an emergency and you've already given the person that emergency contact that you list, you've already basically given them people the authority to dictate and determine your outcome if you have a mental breakdown. That's how it works. Be careful. And so I believe him. I do believe that somebody tried to get him committed to a mental health institution just to kind of get rid of him, get him out of the way. I'm not saying who, I don't know who did it, I don't know, but somebody tried to do that to him. I know that to be a possibility. Okay? So when you go in there and you're filling out those documents, don't give them any emergency contacts. Don't give anybody the authority to have say-so or control your outcome if something happens to you. Just and you know what? To me, I never felt like Kanye had the best relationship with that family anyway. If you watch the show, like the times when Kanye West made an appearance, for me, it always seemed awkward. It seemed kind of out of place. It seemed kind of weird. It seemed like he didn't feel comfortable. He didn't want to be there. And it was almost as if like the girls were trying to make him feel comfortable. The guys like Scott, Rob, like they all knew that Kanye was uncomfortable and they were uncomfortable as well. Okay? Same thing for Bruce. If you guys can recall that scene from Keeping Up with the Kardashians when I guess there was a family photo shoot or something taking place, and then Kanye West showed up and Bruce was there. And when he and Bruce greeted each other, the hug was awkward. Like, they went in for the embrace, but Bruce is taller than Kanye. It's like this and this, right? When they went in for the hug, it almost looked like Bruce didn't really know how to receive Kanye. And to me, I don't think that was a dislike or a distaste for Kanye. I think it was simply a discomfort. And the discomfort existed because they simply didn't know each other. Kanye West is married to your stepdaughter. They have children together. They've been together for years. Okay, they've done photo shoots together. They've done high fashion campaigns. They've even done music videos together, okay? But for some reason, you still do not know who this man is, or you're just simply still not comfortable with this man being in your presence. That's what I got from the encounter with Bruce Jenner and Kanye West. It looked and it felt weird and awkward. Like I cringed the whole time because it didn't feel natural, right? Well, what does that say about the rest of the family? Okay, and so we see Kanye interacting with Khloe and all of them, right? And like, I don't know who Kanye is as a person. I don't know who Kanye is in real life. But for me, like if I'm around all of those girls, first of all, I know what this is about. I know this is about the glitz and the glamour. Khloe does not look like that without makeup and that hair. Kourtney does not look like that without that makeup and that hair. Kim does not look like that with that makeup and that hair. Chris don't look like that without that makeup and that hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so if we just kind of understand the situation for what it is, there's no reason to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like everybody is in it for the show. Okay, so if you're gonna put on the show, guess what? I'm gonna put on the show too, and we'll all be one big spectacle together. But for some reason, Kanye couldn't do it. Like it felt like Kanye was out of place in that family. Like it really did. And it's not because he's black. Like, first of all, like there's a benefit on both ends. Like Kim benefits from being with a black man, and Kanye benefits from being with that woman who looks white, because she's not white, she's Armenian. There's a difference. I said it. But like there's a certain thing that like both parties benefit, right? And so if Kanye could just be comfortable and confident with who he is, it'll help him get along with that family a bit more. And so I could bet that, well, maybe one of the reasons why Chris doesn't want to come out to Cody and visit you is because y'all really don't have that kind of relationship like that. It's all business. Yeah, she got 4 grandkids from you. 4. But she doesn't really F with you like that. Anyway, y'all, like I gotta move on. I'm gonna move on. Like I'm done with that. Like Kanye, I wish you the best. Good luck on your presidential candidacy. I hope you get it. They said that North Carolina did not put Kanye on the ticket. He did make the ballot. Hopefully he'll make it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like I want to see you win, Kanye. Like, I'm rooting for you. I bought all of your stuff. Like, I've supported you since day one. You know, I'm a ride or die type. You know, like, what you do for me is golden. Okay, and so I'm with you. I'm also with Kim Kardashian, though. I'm also with Kim. And so I need y'all to work this out. Okay?